Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This had to be its own podcast. It had to be its own podcast because this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Breaking news, breaking news. Evan Antonucci is trading away Josh Allen and a 2027 first to Caleb for Jackson Dart, Jalen Waddle, TJ Hawkinson, in a 2028 second. Josh Allen has been a part of Evan's team since 2022, the inaugural season of Evan Antonucci. He was the first player that Evan ever had on board. I am stunned, but I'm not stunned because this is a deal that was talked about towards the end of last season. Evan was growing. He was getting frustrated with the fact that all of his eggs were in Josh Allen's basket. No fault to Josh, of course, but he decided this offseason he was going to go replace Josh with a younger quarterback and then go get some help, and that is in the form of Jalen Waddle and TJ Hawkinson. The 2027 first, I'm hearing from Evans camp that he does not value draft picks. He could care less about draft picks, so he does not care about that first. So Taleb gets that as well. This is very interesting. This is a much better deal, though, than what Evan originally offered to Taylor. So I do want to point that out. And when we go and look at the calculations of this, it's not as bad as you think. Off the rip, I know Taylor's getting Josh Allen in 2027 first. That's incredible work by Taylor King. But I don't hate what Evan's doing here. I don't hate what Evan is doing here per se. And if Jackson Dart turns out to be the quarterback that we think he may be, this could really, really work out for him. Um, but I am just stunned. Josh Allen, all we've ever known since he was with Devin and Trent those first 2 years was he was with Evan Antonucci. Jackson Dart was a quarterback that was just signed by Caleb in the middle of last season. So the fact that he could have used that as a trade chip for Josh is even more important. It goes to show why free agent additions mean so much and why good managers and good owners in this league do matter. It is what makes your team good. It's not just luck based. If we look at Jalen Waddle was acquired by Caleb back in 2024. Yep. So back towards the middle of 2024, Caleb got Jalen Waddle for Jerome. He traded away Jerome Ford and Xavier Legette. That's another fantastic, fantastic trade. My goodness. And then TJ Hawkinson was somebody that Taylor picked up last season after Owen dropped him in his deal. So this is the second time Hawkinson's been traded over the last 2 seasons. Two of the pieces in this deal Taylor picked up in free agency. The one piece that he traded away in Jalen Waddle, he originally traded away Jerome Ford and Xavier Legette for. We have the Caleb King is beyond what he was 5, 6 seasons ago. This is one of the best deals. And when I say this, I do not mean to deter Evan because I don't mind this deal for him. So I'm just going to focus on Taylor. This is one of the best deals I have ever seen in terms of how he got those players. They were free, free. It cost him nothing with Dart, nothing with Hawkinson, and it cost him Jerome Ford and Xavier Legette. That's incredible, incredible stuff. Absolutely incredible stuff. Um, wow. Now let's see if Josh Allen has ever been traded. I don't think he was. Keenan Allen, Alan Lazard, Keenan. Wow, Keenan's been traded a lot. This is the first time Josh Allen's ever been traded. Not surprisingly. Um, so yeah, now if we go and look at the teams now. So Caleb did pick up Calvin Ridley and Jawan Johnson. Okay. So now looking at Caleb's team, he's still sitting completely fine in cap space. So where does this put him? So now Dart is gone. Josh Allen is his franchise quarterback, and he still has a bunch of money to work with. Okay. Now the issue is, and the running back room is fantastic. The issue is, I am still a little bit concerned at wide receiver because now that Jalen Waddle is gone, all of his eggs are in baskets of guys that are very old. Calvin Ridley, Mike Evans. very, very injury prone at this stage in their career, and the production probably is not going to be there. Okay, Makai Lemon, fantastic. Xavier Worthy, not what we thought he was going to be. Jacoby Lane, that's a depth guy. Okay. Hawkinson's gone, so Jawan Johnson gets picked up. That's a fine swap. Okay. Kenyon Sadiq's going to be that guy. I don't know if this makes Taylor any more of a contender this season. However, because he got a 2027 first, and I don't expect Evan to be really good, no offense, Evan, because he got a 2027 first, that now puts him at two firsts for next season. And one of them that could be a top five pick. Okay. Now that is a really, really good look for the future because now he can go all in on a Jeremiah Smith. He could get Cam Coleman to Charlie Becker, any of the wide receivers that are coming out next season. Then this makes this room a hell of a lot better. All right, because he is going to have to rely on Ridley and Evans this year and Makai Lemon really to pick it up. So I don't know if he gets that much better in the short term, but long term, this makes Taylor, man. Now with Genty, what did he trade away for Genty last season? This guy is the best trader in the UFL right now. I mean, hands down. He traded away Brock Purdy and Xavier Worthy for Ashton Jennings. So now he has Jenny paired with the Marion Hampton, and then Kyle Monangai, who he signed. This guy, man, he is in terms of GM work, in terms of trading, the two best right now in the game are Caleb King and Trent Slater, and they're right next to each other. They're the two best in the game, guys. They're the two best in the game. Now, for Evan's sake, what does this mean? Okay. So he gets out Josh Allen, he brings in Jackson Dart. He has a very young quarterback room now, which is good. If Bryce Young doesn't pan out, Dart's his guy, that's fine. The running back room, I'm cool with. Swift, Scadaboo, Corum. He can now pair up Dart with Scadaboo. The wide receiver room is where we get okay. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Is the wide receiver room improved after this trade? Yes, absolutely it is. Okay, these Jalen Waddle's a big addition. The issue is Evan is now extremely old from wide receiver to tight end, and that's okay. But he is now, hold on, this could be fun. This could be fun. This is David Katz. Hello, I'm in the middle of a podcast. You are live on the UFL show. This. You know what? While I got you on the phone, I was in the middle of recording. Let's get a quick 30-second summarization here from David Katz live on the UFL Newsletter podcast. David, what is your reaction?
August, a couple weeks before the season, it's breaking news. Evan getting Jackson Dart, Jalen Waddle, TJ Hawkinson at 2028 second, pretty much just for Josh Allen. That 2027 first in there. I like that got added on. I think that it would have been really lopsided without something extra. I like this for both sides, to be completely honest with you. I think that this is another classic move of Bayless giving up on talent before it's been developed. Josh Allen is fantastic. He is an amazing quarterback. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But goodness, you're giving up a lot. You're giving up the future in New York. You know, Jackson Dart, could he be the best? And it really does matter how you value quarterbacks because man, it's so tough. It's so tough. Jalen Waddle, you're clearing a ton of cap. You're clearing a ton of cap, getting rid of 55 mil, but you're basically getting it. Hold on.
Yeah. It was only a $9 million difference, I want to say, after. No, I agree. I agree. And I'm going to call you right back at the end of this podcast. Thank you, David, for stopping by. We'll give you a call in a second.
Sounds good.
See you, buddy. And again, there's going to be some guys just like that do see this deal as even. And I actually do, man. I actually do. I do not hate this for Evan. The issue is the 2027 first. That part I don't like just because if that is a top five pick, you're talking about a Casey Concepcion level, you're talking about a Makai Lemon, and that's what he needs. He needs youth in this whole roster, but specifically that wide receiver room. But nonetheless, he's going all in on Terry McLaurin, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore. If this was 4 years ago, that's really good. And again, Jalen Waddle is still that guy. He's in new system in Denver. DJ Moore, new team in Buffalo. Terry McLaurin, really good. Just has to stay healthy. So This is a lot of money right here. It's a lot of money, but he has the room for it. So now it's just, can Jackson Dart keep pace with Josh Allen? If Jackson Dart keeps pace with Josh Allen, then this is a really good deal for Evan, as long as that 2027 first is not top five, because that kills him. But if it's out of the top five, it doesn't really matter. Um, this is a gamble. It's a gamble both ways. It's a gamble both ways. I don't hate this for Evan like I used to. The deal last season I hated because he wasn't getting a quarterback in return. You just can't. That's crazy to me. I like this a lot more for Evan. I really do. And then for Caleb, I love it, obviously. So let's look at keep trade cut. Okay, so here's the deal. Before draft picks are added, now keep trade cut is a dynasty football trade calculator. So it is taking into effect long term, which is good. Okay. Right now, it favors Evan, actually. Surprisingly enough, it favors Evan before any picks are involved. Dart, Waddle, and Hawkinson. Okay, so here we, and it does give a value adjustment. It doesn't just take into effect the fact that there's three players versus one. It gives you value from the fact that you still have room on your roster. Okay, so now that Caleb gets a 2028 second, or Evan gets a 2028 second, let's throw in the fact that, let's just say Jalen McMillan. Let's just say that's kind of around a second round pick. Let's just throw him in there. Okay. So now Evan looks really good. But now that Caleb gets a 2027 first, if that is a top five, let's do a Casey Concepcion. Now it's a fair trade. I know people are going to be pissed at Evan for this. And again, nobody was more upset last year than I was. Wrongfully. That was the first wrong decision I ever made as commissioner. You should never force a deal yes or no. It is up to the teams to decide. I cannot veto. That was on me. I don't hate this. I don't hate it for Evan. I love it for Taylor, but I don't hate it for Evan, man, because now he gets these pieces. He still gets a second round pick. It's just in terms of if the wide receiver room can stay healthy. And then for Taylor, if that does become a top five pick, and this is kind of what this whole trade revolves around, what does that first become? And then how good is Josh Allen? If that does become a top five pick, you know, that's that's a serious debate. Now, they do play week four, which will be very, very interesting to see what will go down in week four. Let's see. Let's see here. This will be fun to watch. Yep, Josh Allen plays Houston. Jackson Dart plays Dallas, so Evans Cowboys. That'll be funny to watch. So that'll all be really, really interesting. Right now, Evans actually projected to win, which is pretty fascinating. Also, if anybody's listening to this, do not pay attention to projection totals for quarterbacks. It's glitched right now on ESPN. Don't pay attention to it. They're going to score way more points than they're being shown. Again, this is a big deal, man. It's a big deal. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't hate it for either side. I don't. It's big. It's going to have implications for years to come. But here we go. Caleb did just drop Calvin Ridley and pick up Tank Dell, so he's going to get younger there again. But this will all be really fascinating to watch, man. Thank you for listening, and see you on the other side.